Oh, let's jam some games. Here we go. Shawn, Kid Chameleon, Tim, Renoir, going at it. Day one. What an exhausting day. What a brutal day. The day is just beginning, but it's already over. Here, Wolfpack Lockdown League, Shawshank. We have the champion, Renoir, going against third place of last league, Shan. And Tim on a multi 6 with his Battle of Wits deck. Shawn plays a gate, passes. He's playing the gate deck. Season 15, gates on gates on gates. Bill Gates. Growth Spiral, turn 2. No Spell Pearson from Tim. Stop using this thread. All right. Oh. Tim just said, this will sound dumb, but if I'm going to win a game, don't scoop. It's going to freeze my laptop when the other player scoops. Not trash talking that. I'm going to win a game. Just how it's going to go. All right. Sean says, haha, okay. So, yeah. Concession is it's a heavy load. It's hard to end the game. Meadowmine's Prophecy. Such a strange card. But such a good card. You scry 2. You just choose a card in your hand for the next turn. You draw 2 cards. So it's a very delayed draw 2 cards, but you also get to scry 2, and you also get to look for Formation. Such a strange card, but very good in his deck. He'll say something like Omen of the Sea, and then he'll draw like a million cards in one turn. 3 mana, Gatebreaker Ram, 5/5, Trample and Vigilance. As long as you control 2 more gates, he has Vigilance, Trample. Wow. Choose a card name. What's it gonna be? I think I'll hold this like this if I'm gonna be in full Mike mode. Moneymaker Mike chooses Banishing Light. Talisman. Setting it up for next turn. He's calling it now. He's got a Banishing Light, that Gatebreaker Ram, that Creature Sheep. However, if he destroys the Talisman, I don't think he has main deck Artifact Destruction, but that'd be funny. Let's see. Not a gate. Strange looking land. What is this? Foil promo Kev Walker land. That's cool. He's got 5 mana up. 3. You could possibly quench the spell. Tim will still draw it. No, we're going with the Gate Colossus. And it gets quenched. Tim, with a 240 card deck, always has it. Completely bonkers. Banishing Light. Draw 2 cards. Seems good. Seems good. 5 cards to 4 cards now. What's Shawn got? Another Gatebreaker Ram? Another Ram? Ooh. The Guild Summit would be good. To what? 3 mana. Guild Summit. Does he want to draw the 2 cards? I don't think he's going to be using that mana otherwise. Just wants to get that card advantage. Draws 2 cards, back up to 5. And he played the forest? No. There it is. Alright. Plays the gate. Puts the Colossus back on top. Very curious. Arranges it such that the Colossus is now on top. So Metamized Prophecies only going to see the Colossus. So not giving Tim that extra information. That's why these players are so good. I was psyching myself up earlier saying, hey, really hype up these games. Hype up their poker faces. I know it's hard to have a poker face when you're online and there's no face, but you feel the intensity. You feel it through the phone. You feel through the airwaves. The tension that you can cut with a knife. Guild Summit. Quite good. Is this a Colossus? Is this the Colossus? Oh, it's another Guild Summit. Jiminy Christmas. Is this going to resolve? Granted, Tim can just win out of nowhere with Battle of Wits. He also win out of somewhat nowhere with Broach's Second Son. So this is by no means the end here. Slumgar's Command. Return a permanent. Counter non-creature spell. Wow. Okay. It's a beating. Yeah, there's a sad, sad gate. You wanted to get that value. Here's a Colossus. Mighty 8/8. Goes back to your hand when you play a gate. Now it goes back on top of your library. Okay. So Tim needs to exile this or else it'll potentially keep coming back. Also, the Guild Summon got returned to hand. What is this? 5 mana. Could be another command? No, that doesn't make sense. Demonic Collusion. He's calling his shot. Shawn texted me. Oh. He sent me his hand. The only card he hasn't played in this hand is Gates Ablaze, which seems pretty bad against him. He's thinking. He's looking for a card. Hopefully not crashing his game by looking for a card. It's happened before. Could happen again. Alright. He cast it. He's passing. This Colossus is a clock. Jesus, that noise sucks. Let's turn that down a little bit. If I scoop game 1 before players drop lands and attempt to lock in time, that's prison. Alright, Guild Summit. How many cards? 2 cards. Max has stopped watching. Draws another card off Guild Summit. Here's Colossus. And now, a sequence of control magic and Battle of Wits would do it. Yep. Control magic. Quench? Dovin's Veto. Yikes. What an absolute sack, says Tim. Drown in the lock. What is he doing? He doesn't have enough cards. Yeah. All right. We are on to game 2. Shawn with the game 1 win off the back of Gate Colossus. It's being a little bit of a schmuck in chat here. Let's check the lists. Our favorite sideboarding activity. Let's check. Shawn, how many Dovin's Vitas does he have? He's got 1. Okay, well, I guess that's a little bit lucky. But still, one of the 20 cards he's drawn. Imagine Shawn's taking out those Gates Ablaze. Doesn't need that. Bring in more vetoes. Bring in Return to Nature. Bring in Squirrel's Nest? I don't know the point of that, but maybe. And then, what does Tim want? What 15 cards will it help in this 240 card masterpiece? Yeah, I don't think any of these. Teferi's Moat, which I think is, you'd name a color, right? All right. Just getting everyone on the same page about what games to watch. Max says I'm sober enough to play. Hell yeah. Phil also figured out how to get on Magic Online. No. All right. Well. All right. Here we go. Forget about the other matches. Tim, all the play. Kept 6 cards. Over to Shawn. Guildgate go. Back over to Tim. Snow-covered plains. This is a signet. It's a discovery. Discovery. Surveil 2, then draw a card. Puts prohibits into the graveyard. Draws a different card. Maybe having some blue mana issues. Scrabbling Claws. Scrabbling Claws. I don't know why that's good here. Get him. Get him, Shawn. Remove those cards from that graveyard. Black mana. 3 mana now. Profane Procession. That is very powerful. Requires 5 mana though. It's 2 away. This is back to nature. Growth Spiral. Okay. Puts a gate into play. Puts a gate into play. Are we gonna see some scrabbling? Scrabbling. Scrabbling. Gets rid of Discard Dispersal. No cards in graveyard. Not sure how relevant that is. We got Nimbus Maze. We got blue mana now. Here we go. Midnight Clock. More blue mana. Things are turning around for Tim. Holy cow, is this a talisman? No, it's more discovery. Okay. I was gonna say, super ramp over here. He's got Profane Procession at the ready. I'm not sure if Shawn wants to play into that. But he might have to. This clock is a clock. The clock is a clock. Perhaps Shawn's plan is flip the hand, then flip the board. Thinking. Tanking. What's he gonna do? Has to worry about the procession. Has to worry about the clock. Does he have the Guild Summit? Another Growth Spiral? Nope, just kidding. Growth Spiral. Draws a card. No land. Uh-oh. Got a little greedy there. Tim now in the driver's seat. He can Profane Procession whenever he needs to. Shawn gonna Scrabble? Oh, and a turn. Growth Spiral? Oh, Return to Nature. Gets rid of the Profane Procession. Exile a card in graveyard. I think he was testing to see if he would just run out of Battle of Wits. The clock is ticking. We're up to 3. One, two, three, 4. Gates Colossus. Going to get countered. Oh no, Chemistry's Insight. Ah, it's got Jumpstart. There is a reason for Scrabbling Claws. I get it now. I wonder what card he's gonna choose. Discovery Dispersal. Okay. Alright, we got an 8/8 Colossus on the battlefield. Midnight Clock coming in. 4 counters. Tim plays an island. Thinking about his play. This Thawing Glacier is interesting, with Chemister's insight. Can return it to his hand and then discard it to the insight. Might want to do that while Scrubbing Claws is offline. No laws when there's claws. Here we go. Activates Thawing Glaciers. Goes and finds a land. What's it going to be? At their island. Thinking. Here we are. Turn 6. Facing down a Colossus. Does he want to remove the Colossus? Does he want to Chemister's Insight? Well, he can. It would be a great time for Consuming Vapors. What's the plan? Mastermind's Acquisition. Searching his library for a card. What could he be getting? Maybe Control Magic? Maybe Consuming Vapors? A lot of options. And by a lot of options, I mean 220 options. Grabs a card. One mystery card. Garrett next. Swings with Colossus. And then passes the turn. Thaumatic Compass. That's how he plans to answer the Colossus. And Shawn just lets it happen. I don't think he realizes how good this is. Oh. There it is. Flips. What is this? Return to nature it. We're going to see counter response. No, now we're going to see Ominous in response. I want to see look for a counter spell in the top 2 cards. 2 of the 218 cards. And then alright, hits the bin. Hits the bin. That was one of the outs. Scrabble, scrabble, scrabble. Thaumatic compass. Got scrabbled. Got skaboobulated. What is this? End step. Trying to force the chemist's insight? Sure, Tim is fine with that. He's probably gonna do that anyway. I guess Shawn just wanted him tapped out. Discards with on Glaciers. 5 cards in hand now. And all the mana he needs. Back over to Shawn. The clock up to 7 now. Colossus, an absolute unit, gets in for 8. Down to 4. Luckily, Tim has about 12 answers in hand. Thought Erasure. Ooh, let's see what's in the hand. Does Shawn have a veto? Let's see. Tankin. Does he have multiple Thought Erasures? Does he have Quench? What does he have? Quench, Quench, Banishing Light, Scrabbling Claws, 3rd Return to Nature. Chooses the 3rd return. Epic Downfall. And he's got the mana to pay for the Quench. And it's going to exile it. Interesting. Shawn's got no threats now. But he does have those Scrabbling Claws. Help him filter. Clock up to 9. This clock can go up to 10, 11. You could just clock next turn. Banishing like the clock. Good call. Or is it going to get countered? Goodbye, clock. Alright, that's going to prevent Tim from drawing 7 cards. And scry 2 on end step. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not sure the purpose of holding up Quench. It only hits 1 card now. Oh, Vindicate. Vindicate is good. Clock is back. Clock is clocking. I think the Scrabbling Claws would have been better. Here's the claws. Scrabble, 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 scrabble. 2 dead Quenches sitting in hand. Plays the Guildgate, so 2 Quench and a mystery card. Don't know why you don't just cycle the claws there. But once again, these are better players. These are better players. MSC is gone. Puts an hour counter. Fact or fiction? Seems good. What's this? can't quench it. Dovin's veto. What a draw. What a draw. That's fine, because Tim can just start powering out the clock. Was thinking about casting something. Decides against it. Doesn't want to get quenched. Or maybe he's going to do the clock counters. Exiles Factor Fiction. Draws a card. Shawn really needs a guild summit right now. Not happening. Thirst for meaning. More growth spirals. Luminarch Ascension is now in play. Midnight Clock will go off next turn. Shawn really needs an answer for the clock. Shawn needs a way to get in the last 4 damage. I also just noticed his Guildgate situation. Green, white, and blue. Whirlwind Denial. Kind of wants you to pay 4. I think he's going to pay the 4. What's up, Niku? Crunch, crunch, crunch. Whirlwind Denial. On the Colossus. I don't know the point of this. Pays for quench. Ah, just make sure he didn't have a quench himself. All right, I get it now. I get it. Here's the Colossus. 1 card in hand. Then Luminarch Ascension. Ticking up. Tim needs to find an answer. Or maybe he already has one. He's got 2 cards in hand. Hasn't been a creature to remove all game. Dovin's Acuity. Gain life, draw a card. Up to 6. Consuming Vapors. I don't know what I'm looking at. Luminarch Ascension ticks up. Pardon me for my lack of focus. There's a group chat happening. Rebound, Consuming Vapors. We're gonna see the clock go off. Then I imagine Shawn is in trouble. Agonizing Remorse. We get to see the last card. Improbable Alliance. Doesn't have the red mana. This one should be wrapping up. There's Approach the Second Sun. Temple of Deceit. Move one card closer to approach. 8 minutes left on clock. Gate Colossus for free off the top. Tim, 5 cards in hand. Has Acuity. This Luminarch Ascension could get busy. Fact or fiction? Moving approach ever closer. Or Battle of Wits. I know, Miku. Approach goes into hand. Plays approach. Yep. Cool. Cool. We're going to go to game 3. We're going to game 3. Oh, I'm back. Back in black. All right, we're going to game 3. We're going to game 3. Yeah, that game, we got a lot of wows in the chat. We got lol, that game was stupid in the chat. It did go a long time. Shawn never got a red gate. Wonder how common that is. Over to Shawn. He's got 4 Gruul Guild Gates. 2 Boros. Alright, starts off with Silesia Guild Gate. Tim starts off with an island, passes over. We're gonna see some Growth Spiral. What do we got? Island. Green blue. Spiral. Opt. In response. Puts a card on the bottom. Growth Spiral. Hits the Izzet Guild Gate. We got red mana this time. Not that it really mattered until the end. There was only one card. One time that Shawn got a red card that he couldn't cast. But still. Can be relevant. Especially important that Shawn stays ahead on lands. Tim with a Tendo Ice Bridge and passes it over. Here comes Scrabbling Claws again. Max versus Phil will be on deck. Plays an island, passes the turn. Omen of the Sea. Not sure I take the bathroom break now or between the matches. Alright, Thawing Glacier is in a play. Back over to Shawn. Shawn's gonna Scrabble. 2 Growth Spiral. Okay. This is gonna get countered. No counter. No counter. Draws a card. Scrabble. Opt is gone. Is he gonna draw? Guild Summit. Waiting for Renoir. This is gonna get quenched. I imagine Shawn will be willing to pay that. He's gonna miss out on drawing 2 cards, but that card is the key to victory for Shawn. Plays a gate anyway. Draws a card. Up to 4 cards now. Nothing else to be done. Over to Tim. Tim, because of the thawing glaciers, only has 2 mana available. Gateway Plaza. Has to pay for that. Pays for it. He's taking the turn off, but he's setting up for a big next turn. 6 cards to 4 cards. It's up. Don't play yet. Midnight clock. Wait, Shawn's got the clock? Shawn's got the clock. Okay. Improbable alliance. Gonna thaw in response. Oh, Improbable alliance is good with Guild Summit, eh? Does he have? Yes, he does. He's got a gate. He's got a ferry. He's got a clock. Waiting to pay costs. Nothing. All right. Back over to Tim. Shawn has 2 lands. Can quench. Can back to nature. Battle of Wits. Throws it all on the table. And it resolves. But return to nature. Battle of Wits is gone. Tim certainly tried. He still has 6 cards in hand. He was just throwing a haymaker, seeing if it would connect. Very close to connecting. Clock goes up. Will this clock be relevant? Shawn. Gate Colossus. That's a clock. A lot of clocks in this game. There's the midnight clock, there's the damage clock, there's the time clock. Tim with just about 5 minutes left. 5 and change, Shawn 6 and change. We're getting down to the wire. Is this another Battle of Wits? Ooh, Salumgar. Okay, that is very good against the fairies because they will all get annihilated. 3 mana. Puts a counter on the clock. Fair enough. Passes the turn. A 3/7. Yep. Guild Summit draws a card. Triggers Improbable Alliance. These fairies, though, are about to bite the dust. Slumgar is so strong. 8 damage. It happens. What else does Shawn have? Does Shawn have anything else that can beat this Slumgar? Can he get another Colossus into play? Or is he just going to fire up the clock? Let's see what we got. Omen of the Sea. We will see Omen of the Sea. Where are these cards going? Tim, digging for an answer. He draws a card. Puts one on the top, one on the bottom. 4 mana now. Another Omen of the Sea. are these cards going? Tim's got 5 minutes left on the clock. He's in the red zone. Usually doesn't matter. Especially if he has a plan. One card on bottom, one card on top. Orzhov, Guild Gate. 4.5 minutes left. Going into combat. Clears the fairies. 3 damage. Down to 17. What is this? Cycles Lonely Sandbar. 5 cards in hand to Shawn's 3. Shawn, I think, wants to fire up the clock. Yes. Fire up the clock. Get closer to having the 12 counters needed to draw 7 cards. Clock's at 9. Plays a Guild Gate, draws a card, creates a fairy. 4 cards in hand. Now he is below the 5-minute mark. Down to the wire. Max says the clock is about to strike midnight. Ooh. Ooh. Saheeli. Saheeli. Target artifact you control becomes a copy, no target artifact creature. Oh. The clock. The clock can become a Colossus. Are we going to see it? Does he see it? We see it. The clock is a Colossus. What a scintillating end to this game. It dragged a little bit at times, but this is what we came here for. Colossus clock. Clock Colossus. And Kid Chameleon wins the match. 2 Battle of Wits in hand. Wow, that was... And Banishing Light, Skilled Summit, Return to Nature in hand. Holy shit.